Y'all already know the rules. When you come in my house, take off your shoes and super violate that like button. It don't cost you nothing to hit that like button. Shall we begin? Shall we begin?
Yo, check this out. There's a disease that nobody's talking about. I'm talking about like one of the worst diseases known to mankind. I don't hear no commentary about it. I don't see no speeches about it. I don't hear doctors giving any lectures about it. I don't hear nothing about it. Yeah, that disease is called entitlement. It creeps up on niggas. Like, you don't even know that you got the symptoms, you know? Anybody that got entitlement, they probably like don't even realize that they spending so much time looking at other people and running it back to them. Like, for instance, if you like constantly on somebody's page and you saying to yourself, well, why they ain't doing it for me? Why they not shouting me out? Why they not holding me down? Where's my support? What about me? You constantly feel that what another person is doing should always run back to you. It's always about me. But the problem with the people that's entitled, they never really factor in what another person may be going through or what another man may be having to do to keep the things that he got going on. You don't understand that man pain. You don't understand that man, you know, what his struggle, what he got to do every single day, because you don't care nothing about that. All you see is me. The thing about entitled niggas, they can't wait to say, because that's how they felt all along. Because if it's not about them, it ain't about nothing at all.
Some people listen, and some people hear what you have to say loud and clear. I don't like entitled people neither. But were y'all listening to his definition of an entitled person, especially coming from Maino? Maino had a stepping stone. His whole career, he's used everybody in the industry to keep himself relevant, because Maino is the most unrelevant rapper. If there was ever an unrelevant rapper, it's Maino. But he managed to keep himself just right there, clanging on the industry. You started Kitchen Talk. It went left. You got down with Angela Yee. When you came out of jail, you dissed everybody in the industry. Got a little buzz because you was dissing niggas that had crews. Got next to Little Kim to stay hot. Right? I'm forgetting people that you done clang on. Let's take it to Uncle Murder. Uncle Murder at the time. Buzzing through the city. Hottest nigga in the city. Buzzing. Uncle Murder didn't get as far as he should have got as a rapper. He should have been up next. But nevertheless, he was that nigga. You make an album with him. Moving up to date. Right now. You're doing a podcast with Jim Jones. You befriended Jim Jones. A nigga that you was bullying until he caught you in the mall. And you was 3 deep and he was 1,000 deep. And you realized at that moment, it was best to become his friend. You became a friend of a nigga that you was bullying. You didn't have no respect until he took his respect. And at some point in time, you found yourself, you bullied your way into the nigga life. Now in the podcast game, you done went from Angela Yee, because you couldn't swim in these YouTube streets by yourself. Now you with Dave East, Fabulous, Jim Jones, and yourself. Because you needed the support system of all of these niggas to keep yourself relevant. Now, moving up to this topic that you just said, right? And what you said, listening to what you had to say. Now, you mentioned your social media. Your social media. Your Instagram. A repost from Maino on Maino's Instagram would mean the world to his friends. What about your friends? Are they going to stand their ground? Are they going to be around? But you won't. Instead, you giving them a lecture about don't even asking. Simple as reposting them. When I went on Math Hoffa platform, I had 5 guards sitting next to me. When I went on academics, I done had Swelly and them sitting next to me. I done had Is Hoffa and mad different dudes. I always bring somebody to share that spotlight. Because a little bit of love is all it takes. A little bit of love is a long, long way. I done brought other niggas with me so that they could share that spotlight. But you want it all. You want everybody to help you, but you ain't helping nobody. And then you want to give niggas a lecture on being entitled. The crazy part about it is, see, I'm going to tell y'all the truth about this, right? With niggas like Maino talking about y'all entitled. It's not that y'all entitled. Y'all want help. But the problem is that Maino never got to where he wanted to be in the music industry. He never got to where his full potential, what he felt like his full potential is. And sometimes when people had to work hard to stay relevant and they had to bust their ass to get to where they at, they don't want to extend. It's like rock climbing, right? You done climbed the rock. You done got all the way to the mountain. Now the next nigga is trying to climb and he might not be able to climb and hang on to that rock like you hung on to that rock. But he made it to the top and he won't even throw you a rope down so your climb could be easy. You know why? Because some people feel like once you help them, or rather once they help you, you're going to surpass them in that arena. So they don't want to make it easy for you because it was hard for them. Can I get an amen in the comment section? Am I not cooking? Is this not why you here? I swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. These dudes are scavengers. They have you niggas standing at parties in the clubs next to them to make them look deep. They want big entourages there, use you to stand outside with them in the cold. They even use you as security to hold as a hoster for when they got beef and make them look good. But when you look at their comments, or rather when you look at their Instagram, they won't even share you. Niggas won't even share you on their Instagram. And then got the nerve to get on the internet and call niggas entitled? Because they got dreams and aspirations and they feel like if they had half the audience that you got, they might be able to do something with that and you won't even share their post. That's why black people won't never make it in this world. Because the niggas that get on top, they expect everybody to look out for them and they want all types of favors and they want to do all types of joint ventures. But when it's time for them to pass the torch back, it's crazy how Lucky Dawn got a clothing line. And I don't see him on your timeline being pushed and promoted. It don't cost nothing to hit that share button. It don't cost nothing for you to take another nigga that's struggling or that's working on building their brand and uploading them on your Instagram page. It doesn't cost nothing to do that. And when dudes got to make up excuses and use like entitlement because they know certain niggas can use a bush. Yo, the crazy part about it is, I solemnly swear, I believe by everything in my Lucky Dawn. And I told Luck when I spoke to him, I said, son, the dumbest thing you ever did was get next to Maino. You was the hottest nigga in the streets. Then you put yourself behind a nigga that was barely making it in the industry. And he eclipsed you. He put your lights out. You thought he was going to let you surpass him? Should be crazy. I don't know. I'm just not one of them dudes that come along and worship these industry niggas because I can see the fake in them. I mean the snake in them. Half these niggas sitting around each other because they need each other. Do they really, really like each other? It took 4 of you niggas to come along and do a podcast. See, one thing about it is, I'm going to give you, if you right, you right. I respected what you had to say to Jim Jones. Because he's your friend. No, because you need him, my nigga. Because your real friends, they was here before this industry. Most of the niggas that rap around Maino, like Lucky Dawn, for example, you play song for song, Luck is killing that nigga. Why y'all don't see him on Maino's timeline? That's your brother, right? That's your brother, right? Brooklyn, I know y'all gotta feel me. Y'all know what, I'm not putting Luck business out there, but Luck been having health problems and he bouncing back. He been battling all types of problems. We all got problems. But the hardest thing for you to do is to share nigga on your Instagram. Brooklyn, stand up. Brooklyn, y'all should be all up in the comment section. It is what it is, man. That's my take on the situation. A nigga is scared to help you because he's scared that you might surpass him. If a nigga's having a hard time in life, getting to where he want to be, but he's on a comfortable level, where he's maintaining, why he won't help you fish? Niggas ain't asking you to feed them. They're asking to share the spotlight. Oh, but you want the spotlight to yourself. Right. Right. Be careful when people talk. I be listening. When people tell you or show you who they are, you better believe them. Hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button, and pay attention to your circle before they hurt you. You want to know what's funny? I had a conversation earlier today, right, with somebody. I'm going to call it somebody, right? And they was talking about how one of their friends was doing so bad, they're about to start selling ass, right? So I said, yo, they ain't got to do that. Hook it up. I'll put Shorty on my platform. We can break some bread together. You think that Shorty passed the message to her friend? Her friend could instantly get paid to be on my platform. I pay everybody that work with me. I show love. But you think that, what about your friends? You see your friend doing bad, down and out, when they ready to sell, they crack. And the nigga sitting up there saying, yo, I break bread with Shorty. What up? People are scared of you surpassing them. Some people are very, very scared of you surpassing them, so they won't extend that olive branch of help to help you get in position. Even though some people don't want your help, they want your spot. And don't let that go over your head. Hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button. Pay attention to your circle before they hurt you. I'm out.